This is Guildhall. It has been the City of London's centre of power for at least 500 years. It has also kept one of its oldest secrets. Beneath the 15th century crypt lies evidence that the significance of this place goes back into London's savage past. In 1988, archaeologists were astonished to discover the remains of a previously undocumented Roman amphitheatre. The London Amphitheatre was built in the 1st century AD, but its original timber walls were soon replaced by stone and tile. Its wooden seats could hold about 6,000 people who watched gladiatorial combats to the death and bloody fights between bears, horses and dogs. From the beginning, Londoners acquired a taste for the Roman theatre of spectacle and violence.
I happened to drop in on the midday entertainment at the arena, in the hope of some milder diversions. But no, far from it. The combatants have nothing to protect them. Their bodies are utterly open to every blow. Every thrust finds its mark. In the morning, men are matched with lions and bears. At noon, with their spectators. Kill, flog, burn. They get drunk with the lust for blood. And the whole place seethes with savage enthusiasm.
It's somehow appropriate that such a dark and violent city should build its centre of power upon the ruins of an arena devoted to blood sports almost 2,000 years ago. The curved outline of the amphitheatre is marked out here in Guildhall Yard. The Roman imprint upon London has risen to the surface once more. This circle is one of the few signs on the surface of the city to remind us of its Roman origins. Unlike Athens or Rome, London has recklessly demolished and built over its ancient legacy in a relentless drive for expansion. Over hundreds of years, the buildings here on Lower Thames Street have been demolished, destroyed by fire and rebuilt. But the concrete foundations of this contemporary building protect a part of London's ancient past from the turmoil above. These are the remains of a Roman bathhouse which was abandoned in the early 5th century. The glass shattered and the roof was destroyed by wind and rain. Found among the rubble in 1868 was a Saxon brooch. It must have been dropped by an Anglo-Saxon woman, clambering over these alien Roman ruins. She was here only for a few brief moments, but her presence was recorded 15 centuries later. In London, time is like a lava flow from some unknown source of power. It may move quickly or slowly. Sometimes it hardly moves at all. Roman London spanned a period as long as that from the late Tudors to the present day. There are few records of its early history, but legendary accounts of one or two powerful incidents survive. Occasionally, the darkness breaks and a scene presents itself. In 293 AD, a Roman general, Livius Gallus, found himself under siege by several British tribes. According to Geoffrey of Monmouth, one of the British leaders offered to spare him and his men if they would agree to surrender the city.
Gallus consented to the proposal and consequently surrendered himself and his men to Asclepiodotus, who was disposed to give them quarter. But he was prevented by a body of Venedosians who rushed upon them, and the same day ritually cut off all their heads and threw them into a brook within the city, known in Saxon as Gallobrook.
This tale of savagery was always assumed to be one of London's brutal legends. But in the 1860s, these skulls were recovered from the bed of what is now known as the Walbrook River. The rest is silence.